Hey guys, it's me, Parker. This is going to be a message for Sagittarius. I'm not going to date my readings anymore just because, A, I don't want people to be deterred away from watching a reading that might resonate with them because it's like, oh, that energy or that reading is like from a month ago or a year ago or whatever. Because, I mean, energy's not fluid, or energy's fluid. It doesn't really sync up with time. We all work through these cycles differently. So I've actually tapped into readings or watched readings where like it was totally my reading and it was from like a year and a half ago, right? Dated for like a month, like literally a year and a half ago. So there's that. And then also it's just like really unrealistic. Like I still am intending to have weekly readings, the readings be put out, on like Sunday or Monday, but as you guys have noticed, I'm sure if you're paying any attention to my channel, it's very small, so you might not be if you're watching this, but they have not always been consistent because I have a lot going on outside of YouTube. So yeah, but I am going to strive to continue to have them out every week, but it's just been unrealistic. So yeah, I will just put them out whenever they're done. And I'm cool with that. I hope you guys are cool with that. Alright, Sagittarius. What's up with my Saggies? Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Leo. Just saying. I saw the Strength card a few times. There's root chakra, fire. That's like the Leo card in this deck. It is the Sun. Cheetah, masculine, solar energy. Yeah, some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart. Oh, that's funny. This is like totally like a Sag card in this deck. So one more shuffle for Sages. My Sages. Okay. The bat. I knew this was going to come out. Ooh. This is like the death card in this deck. It's like a bat. Like the bat literally waits for night to do its thing, right? It's like most comfortable at night. It's like indicative of like feeling subtle vibrations in the dark, like a death process, but it also indicates like a rebirth when the bat emerges out of the cave at night. Sorry, my hair is driving me insane today. It's all poofy and shit. Anyways, death card. Oh, that helped. Whatever. I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing my hair. Yeah, bat card. So we'll see what comes out with that. I won't be surprised if death comes out with that. Some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio too because I just did the Scorpio reading and this is like on the heels. Like I instantly was like, oh, Sag next. But maybe not. We'll see. Whoa. It's a lot. Ooh, maybe for good reason. We have the fox. Ooh, very intelligent energy here. It's cunning. It can be very witty. It's very intelligent. It's like a stable partner and leader energy too, when not in shadow. So we'll see why that's coming out. The black egg. Ooh, communication. This is in this deck. It's Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. The animal totems relate to the 4 elements, and then there's the 5th element of ether, spirit, and that's just through the 7 chakras, like our connection to spirit energetically through our physical body. And this is the throat chakra. So my apologies in advance if my throat starts going off. It's funny because I was actually going to mention when I was shuffling the reading, I started getting tooth pain. And my favorite reader, Rodin, Water Baby, Bummy Spirit, she was mentioning in a reading the other day that a lot of people are having like dental issues right now because of all the Capricorn energy, and Capricorn like rules the teeth. And I was getting like all this dental energy, like tooth pain, like randomly, and I was like, oh, maybe I should mention that for my Saggies. This is the throat chakra, so think the whole throat area, right? And the throat chakra is impacted when we have a truth to speak. It's like the truth, right? With that bat card, it could be coming into understanding of a truth or your truth, or But with that fox card, it's like also having to be resourceful and like witty and kind of a charismatic energy maybe in how you're communicating your truth here. Or this could be someone coming in and communicating truth to you. So we'll see what that's all about. Ooh, stingray. Ooh. This is like when you're in that kind of a death process. Remember how I was speaking about like coming into a different truth, right? Like a new truth. This is kind of the card of like stepping into yourself, like being like, oh, this is my truth. I need to follow this. It's like an inner knowing. And see how the 7 chakras are lined up. I love that. It's like really stepping into alignment, right? It's also like she refers to like having a spine about something. Like it kind of indicates that you're maybe hanging around in a situation, or I just heard predicament. That's so weird. But it just kind of talks about stepping into your power and aligning with your truth with that black egg energy. On the bottom we have spider and owl. Wow. Okay. Owl's like a very wise, abundant energy. For me, owl totem. In these readings, I do also relate my personal experience with these animal totems, not just the author's intended meaning. But the owl kind of sees everything 360 in the dark, right? It's nighttime. Air energy. Oh, sorry. We have 2 air energies here. We have ether, the throat chakra, earth, water, and more earth. So not a lot of fire here. Could be speaking to confidence for sure. But the owl is like a sense of knowing, right? It can be very spiritual energy. It can also be abundance coming in. And the spider is all about networking, right? This to me is just totally talking about that black egg energy, like coming into knowing of some kind. Perspective changing, a truth is becoming known here. With that spider, this is funny because it talks to a leader energy. Some of you guys are having to, with this stingray card, really step into a leadership role here. That's funny because the last reading I did for you guys was all about a support energy, and this was coming out too. So, actually, I think this totally came out. So this is either, in that reading, the elk energy, was coming out as like you guys like being steadfast and reliable and a support network for yourself, or like support for yourself or others, or like an actual like a persevering energy. And in that energy there was like a spider coming in, a spider energy that I believe spider was there. There was definitely a message of support, and I think it was the spider energy coming in. So I'm really kind of seeing that as a continuation of that energy. You guys may actually be in this death process right now, or just about to emerge and step into the stingray, which is funny because there's a lot of fire energy on that elk card. He is like connected to the sun through his antlers, which are on fire. And that just to remember how it's like there's no fire here, right? Like, and this is totally about stepping into your alignment, your purpose, being comfortable and in moving towards your path. It's like very much a card of that. Interesting. Ooh, with that owl energy, that's so interesting. Okay, let's look at the fox, because I really feel like the fox is the like what's coming in, what's the bearer of this black egg energy. I kind of feel like that. I mean, that definitely could be. It could. I'm reading this reading 2 ways. I'm reading for some of you this is an internal death process, and you're emerging with this stingray energy as the fox, or for some of you, you're in this like feeling in the dark energy, like feeling out vibrations, or like about to enter or come out of a death process. So just like a rebirth, like coming out into that light, like that Leo energy I was sensing, the sun. And it's coming by way of this fox communicating their truth, and you're having to like rise to the occasion. And like in the deck, she literally says like grow a spine, like get a spine, basically. I know, it's kind of mean, you know. Could be someone else, too. Just take it how it resonates. But, yeah, let's look at this fox, because, you know, for some of you guys, I'm reading that as you know, you could be communicating to this fox, too, right? Just depends on your situation. Tell me about the fox. Ooh, Knight of Swords. That is earth energy. There's a lot of air that did show, though. And it's Gemini energy, and they can be very, very witty. And, you know, very good with their words, like the fox. It's a fox. Foxy, you know. Like, can be very crafty. Not always in shadow energy. Ooh, the Tower. Okay, let's look at this fox energy. The Magician, yeah, some of you definitely, I just saw 1111. Some of you, this is definitely coming by way of a Gemini communicating to you. But Gemini is also just the opposite sign of you, right? With that bat death energy. It's the opposite sign of you. So maybe having to utilize like your Gemini traits here by pulling from that part of your axis here. And your axis, Sag and Gem, is all about truth. Again, so with that Stingray card, owning your own truth, it is funny that I'm getting all this Gemini energy. This could be all about a personal transformation and needing to step. This is a leadership role, right? Again, with that spider support, this could be, you know, again, you needing to step into a supportive role. Could be domestic as well. That is a domestic card. Or receiving this coming in from spirit with that spider, because that's totally what was coming out last week, and I'm very much seeing that this energy is kind of similar here. Wow, this is that bat energy. I'm actually going to put that underneath the bat. This is like what's being transformed, right, with that feeling in the dark. Literally the meaning of the Five of Pentacles is like out in the cold, in the dark. Piscean energy. This is like communing with spirit. This is like feeling those vibrations from the universe in that dark process, in that death process. That's very interesting. That this is coming out to clarify the fox, because that's totally that bat energy. This is Piscean, but can also be Gemini. My favorite reader, Water Baby, takes it as that. So I do too, because I have a Pisces and Gem Stellium. So of course. But yeah, definitely like, and that's very spiritual energy, like communing with spirit. Like, look how that bat is like totally like lit up in the third eye by that moon. Like, it's like very like feeling vibrations in the dark, like receiving a truth of some kind too. It can be a very closed off energy too, so you could be shut out from this fox. That's why that's coming out. That bad energy is coming out underneath that fox, but you know that, you know, everyone's story is differently. Oh my god, my hair's driving me insane. Sorry. So distracting. Underneath we have this like King of Wands energy. With some conflict and strife, and then there's like justice and riding to victory. Remember that like leader energy? Yeah, that like leader energy, like that's very much the fox, right? And justice, like it does communicate like we'll see what comes out with this, but this is like a tension. Like it kind of does remind me of the fox energy, because it's just like, it's like riding home from battle, and the fox can be very like witty and cunning and resourceful, and it's successful at what it does, right? Oh, sorry, my throat chakra now is going off with this justice card. My throat's on fire all of a sudden just as I cut the tower. But 444, again, that's so funny. For some of you guys, this is like with that stingray, it's just like coming into alignment. triggered by this fox energy, whether that's just you communing with spirit with that bat energy, discovering a spiritual truth, and then having to own that and step into it. And here's that in Five of Pentacles and the cold energy again, and then there's that Ace of Wands coming from the 5 to the 6, that justice energy. So what is justice? Somebody here could, that is the major for Libra. But I just saw Moon in Libra energy. There's the Tower again. And the Tower can be a sudden realization. But it can also be like, you know, just something, anything that changes a course or a foundation or moves energy. So let's see what justice is. There's that Knight of Swords. Justice with the fox. Oof. Again, out in the cold. Oof. You might be feeling very out in the cold and going through a death process right now. And you're just stepping into the light. And that's very justified. Death card. What is justice here with the fox? It can be like an outsmarting energy too. What is justice here with the fox, please? For Sagittarius. And that 6 of Wands is Leo energy. Ooh. See, like, this is like the card of not seeing something. Or seeing something. It's all about, like, kind of with that truth. Okay, we're going to clarify this black egg next, because this is, like, definitely a not seeing something or seeing something. Again, that fox can be very crafty energy, right? This can be very attention-seeking, and here there's, like, with this, like, can be a card of actual attention, like, getting attention and recognition, but this is, like, a card of, like, an opportunity that's not being seen, or like no attention being put on it, right? So I'm actually also reading, like, this reading is for some of you, there's like this death process was triggered by this fox. But there's a saying that a lot of readers say, it's called rejection is protection. And sometimes we, like, really, and again, this can be like a very domestic card, like the perfect partner is what it says in the deck. With that 4 of Cups, for some of you, this fox rejected you, or you're the fox and you rejected someone, and it put them into this death energy, this out in the cold, this feeling, this is totally feeling vibrations in the dark. And sometimes too, like, we're triggered into our spiritual path. A lot of people are through like external relationship catalysts by like rejection, because then we're forced to look at like we're forced to feel our abandonment issues and codependency at play, and we have to start to heal that. And that's when we like start communing with spirit and getting in tune spiritually, because we're looking for answers of why we can't let this go, or, you know, why it had to be that person and they didn't want us back, right? That's like a lot of people are triggered into spirituality that way, right? So for some of you, this fox just rejected you, but it's justified because it was a spiritual catalyst for your truth here, to step into your true purpose, like the stingray. But for some of you, that justice and this attention is that this opportunity is now being seen for what it is by this fox energy. That could also be them feeling out these vibrations in this death process as well, if they did some rejecting, or they operated out of abandonment energy. The fox can be a very quick energy, quick to communicate, right, with that Gemini energy. So yeah, there's definitely a hint of that here, of like rejection, abandonment issues at play, and a spirit, like an awakening energy, like for sure with that stingray. In this card, it does refer to also like the dharma growing within it says in the book, the dharma growing within the stingray is too hard to ignore. So there's a lot of people having spiritual awakenings and death processes and coming into truths right now. And the justice could be here too, like with this, you utilizing that fox energy, to like really, step into this opportunity to become the stingray. Yeah, very interesting. So let's clarify the black egg. That's so... Wow, it's like major truth coming in. The Hierophant. Woof! To the High Priestess, just saying. It's like total spiritual knowledge. Mastery. Queen of Pentacles, some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus. Or have it in your chart. Or their chart. Somewhere. Wow, 2 of Cups. Interesting. For some of you, this is a soul connection coming together. That was like lost or not seen before. For what it was with that black egg, the truth energy. Wow. Just saying. Black egg, please. Whoa. Oof. Yeah, definitely a painful moment. So again, ooh, wow, caused by a King of Swords. Oof. Again, I'm reading this reading 2 completely different ways. For some of you, this was the energy that put you into this bat state. This awakening, feeling vibrations in the dark, feeling your abandonment, feeling your codependency, very much so pushed you into that. This can be like heartbreak, pain. It's just a card of pain. That's 3 swords in the heart. It's very painful by way of a King of Swords. So again, could be you, could be the other person. That's that Gemini energy, which is the same. It's just your underworld energy, you know, especially being utilized by that bat energy and that High Priestess there. The twins, the 2 columns there. So for some of you, either you or the other person rejected an opportunity, and it caused a lot of pain in this healing. Sorry. Oh my god, okay, that's ridiculous. My tap started making that sound randomly when they like use their washroom up there. It's just like a leaky faucet, or it's like running through the water softener. I don't know. I asked my stepdad and he was like, oh, I think it's just like running through the water softener. Like, oh my god, that was brutal. I'm so sorry. I'm like blushing so hardcore right now. And it doesn't happen every time. It's just like very random. Sometimes it happens. Anyways. Truth, the black egg. King of Swords. So again, some of you guys did this rejecting, or the other person did, and it hurt a lot, and it put you into like it was like a catalyst for this bat transformational energy, feeling these vibrations in the dark. And that opportunity is being seen now, and they're wanting to resurrect this. There's a Knight of Cups and Judgment there with an Ace of Wands. So for some of you, this opportunity is coming back around. They want to resurrect this because they see it now. That could be the black egg for them or you. Or for some of you, again, rejection is protection, right? It set you on your path, that catalyst energy. To evaluate. The King of Swords, very analytical energy as well, like truth seeking, that axis of truth that you guys own or embody in the physical plane. Sage, truth seeking, and then Gemini, like truth seeking in the like a factual and like social sense, exploratory sense. Really looking at that, evaluating it, finding the black egg, finding the truth in this rejection as protection scenario, or again, wanting a resurrection. And for some of you, the judgment here is just moving forward with passion and trust in the universe again. Renewed, I'm hearing with that, that death process. There is a rebirth that follows that. There is a rebirth that follows that. And that's like a new beginning, right? But for some of you, this is a resurrection from the past. And the truth is, wow, okay. So for some of you, like this is kind of just screaming purpose. This is Sagittarius, or this is Jupiter energy. It is fortune coming in, and this is a lot of abundance, you guys. So remember that sun energy. This is abundance coming in big time, big time, big time, big time, big time. So if this is an opportunity where where somebody, you know, that rejection is protection, or somebody wasn't paying attention to an opportunity here, like with that Three of Swords, they cut it out, or fucked it up or something. For some of you, like, this is like an abundant new beginning. Like with this person, this does indicate family and children as well. With that fox energy, it's again the perfect mate, right? That's what it says in the deck. The deck and the justice and judgment here. Judgment does indicate that spirit's involved in this. So for some of you, this person is coming around to resurrect this and bring abundance to the situation. Like that's their truth that they've discovered when they see this cup now, for what it is, or what they were missing before. Something about not seeing attention, right? With that attention energy. But for others of you, this is just what follows after you're doing this very intense work in the dark, feeling these vibrations of distrust, codependency, abandonment, not feeling worthy. I just heard with that stingray energy, it's like stepping into your, owning your power, being confident in doing so. This is like totally what follows when we do that kind of inner work and healing, like, and with that Ace of Wands and Knight of Cups, could totally, and again, rejection is protection, right? For some of you, this person will never see this opportunity for what it is because they're not connected to their truth. They couldn't see it for what it was the first time, or you were never supposed to have anything with this person. And what it did was acted as a catalyst for you to put you on your path. Like, that's very nice energy. And this is like contentment and wish fulfillment, like in a solo sense, like enjoyment, right? So very nice energy either way, you guys. I'm sending you all the best. All right, take care.